Hello friends, today we will do tragedy. I will make an attempt to explain to you what is the concept of tragedy given to us by Aristotle in Aristotle's Poetics. I don't know whether it will be my tragedy or your tragedy or our tragedy, that I don't know, but I will make an attempt. The definition is very famous, as you know. Tragedy is an imitation of an action. Tragedy, that is the first point, imitation of an action. In that definition, the word action comes to this action. That is, tragedy is an imitation of an action. So that is the first point to note. Tragedy is an imitation. Oh, that is here. So an imitation. Tragedy is an imitation of an action. So tragedy is imitation of an action. And you will see that imitation, the word comes again. Then he says that is serious, complete, and of a certain magnitude. That is about this action. Action is that is serious, complete, and of a certain magnitude. So that is the next point. That is qualifying this action. That is serious, action should be serious, should be complete, should not be incomplete. Like some people, after half an hour of the examination, they go out of the hall now. So that will be incomplete, yes, and of a certain magnitude. Is in language embellished with all kind of artistic ornaments. In language adorned with all kinds of ornaments. That is decorated with all kinds of ornaments. So then the several kinds being found in separate parts of the play. The several kinds being found in separate parts of the play. In the form of action, not of narrative. Action comes again, action. In the form of action, not of narrative. In the form of action, not of narrative, through pity and fear. So you will be afraid of pity and fear, affecting the proper catharsis. Affecting the proper catharsis. Yes. Very famous now. Yes, when you have students, you go around saying that there's no effect of catharsis. Something happens in the campus, there is no effect of catharsis. That is it. Understand? Now here what happens is, so you have, this is the definition. The definition runs like this, simple definition, if you look at it. Tragedy is an imitation of an action that is serious. Action should be serious, it should be complete, and it should be of certain magnitude. Magnitude here means not this magnitude size like this, but length. It should be of certain length. And then we will take up this up one by one. I just want to introduce this definition to you. In language embellished with all kinds of ornament, that is a metaphor, metonymy, synecdoche, then as Landianesh says, figures of speech, figures of language, all kinds of things. Yes. Several, then you have got whatever you can add, that is. Rhythm, you can say. Several kinds being from separate parts of it. That's because in Didram, that's a kind of poetry that's famous, that is popular in Greece. They used to, the Didram would be accompanied by many ornaments simultaneously, like a keyboard. In a keyboard you have everything ready. Just put on this, then you will get everything. You want tabla, you want flute, you want violin, you want harmony, you want what is this one? What do you call it? That famous instrument, musical instrument, guitar. Yes. So everything you have got. So together they will be using it in Didram. It is to distinguish it from Didram. You will see what is Didram and so on. And then the form of action. Again action. Not of narrative. That is to distinguish it from epic. Epic is narrative. Yes. And then through pity and fear affecting the proper. That is the end of poetry. The teleos, the end of poetry is purification. In other words, what is rational pleasure. End of poetry is, poetry means tragedy also is enlightenment. Rational pleasure, that's the thing. Or rational enjoyment, there should be enjoyment. At the end of it, there should be enjoyment, isn't it? Enlightenment and enjoyment. Or a kind of justification. When you see the action comes to an end, then it is, this is all right. It's fine. That's all. You feel, you go home with it, not a repulsion to, or something that goes against moral law. Then, suppose Othello, Iago becomes king, or Iago becomes the commander-in-chief of Venetian army. Hey, what a terrible. No, it's so repulsive to think like that. So people should not go home like that. See? On the other hand, you should feel, yes, this is all right. That feeling. Okay. So that is general description. Now you will take one by one and see what is it after. Okay. Simple. And many people have explained this with you. I am also one of them. I am not making a very special explanation also. How thousands of professors before me, teachers before me have explained this. Foreigners and Indian, natives and Chinese and Japanese, all these people have done it. I am also one of them. If this is useful to you, very good and nice. You see? Okay. So we come to this. Tragedy is an imitation of an action. The first word is tragedy. According to Aristotle, tragedy is the supreme form of imitation. That's the point. So the highest form of imitation. Imitation is representation. Image making faculty. Image shaping faculty of the mind. That is because of that we do all these things. So that is the highest and the supreme form of imitation. Because what is the purpose? End of poetry is universal truth. The poetry is universal. Poetry tells universal truth. That is. And that's why it is tragedy, the supreme, the highest form of mimesis or mimesis. Because it tells you, it brings before you some universal truth. That's it. It gives you enlightenment, so to say, towards the end of it. Therefore, it is supreme. Right? When we come to an imitation, an imitation, one single. So it is single imitation and single action of an action, not many actions. Why? The image-making faculty and the image-shaping faculty should be used only for one unit. That is an imitation. Not many imitations. Many imitations you can have in epic. For example, if you take Iliad or Odyssey, you can have 50, 60 tragedies. Plots for 50 or 60 tragedies are there. That is an imitation. That is multiplicity of imitations you will find. In epic, you will find multiplicity of imitation. In the Mahabharata you can see. multiplicity of imitations. That's why it's an imitation of an action, not many actions. Many actions, for that you have to go to a peak. So that's very important, action. So the meaning of this is, it should be a single act of imitation, not a multiplicity. And then imitation means representation. Imitation here means representation. And what is action? Action means human activities. Action, human activities. Human activities. So, but that should be single. For example, you can say Macbeth. These are actions of one man, not many men. It is because Macbeth is acting, the other people are coming around and reacting. That's the thing. But the Mahabharata is not like that. You have got one after another actions. Isn't it? Without my telling you how many parvas are there. Like that. But not in a drama you have got acts. First act, second, third. But the whole thing is geared to one end. It is geared to one end. That's what we call unity of action. That's the thing. Unity of action. Not many acts. Suppose if you have got Macbeth, then also equally important is Macduff, or equally important is Bango, then it won't be a tragedy. It will be 3 tragedies. All the actions, they are issuing from action, the center figure. There is a center. That's the point. There's a nucleus. So that is. So tragedy, the supreme form of imitation according to mimesis, according to Aristotle, because it brings before you universal truth, and it is representation of human activities. We can only imitate human activities, nothing else. Remember, in our first lecture, I have already given 8 lectures on Aristotle's Poetics, and the first one I say, remember about imitation. Then we said that only human activities can be imitated in art, not animals and nature. Or you feel environment is, I love environment, so I will imitate the environment in a play. That's not possible. So why should we say such kind of thing? Now, what is this action? Human activities. But it is an action. That means centered around one person. That is the tragic hero. So, that is the tragic hero. There should be only one tragic hero in a play. That's the meaning. Not many tragic heroes. There should be only one tragic hero in a play. When you say human activities, in Mahabharata it is said, no. Whatever you find in the world, you will see in the Mahabharata. And what you don't find in Mahabharata, you will not see in the world. So it's very clear that you cannot imitate anything other than the human activities. So the first part of this definition is tragedy, the supreme or the highest form of mimesis, representation, is the representation of a single action. That means the actions of a single man or a woman, and that is the tragic hero. That's actually only human activities you can find. Unity of action is very important. Now this representation of this action, in dramatic language we say plot. This plot. Plot is equal to human activities. Human activities. So the sum total of human activities in the drama is called plot. So plot is human activities. The human activities put together, you have got a plot. Or if you want to put it like this, plot is the platform on which human activities take place. So for Aristotle, plot is the soul of tragedy, S-O-U-L, the life of tragedy. How important is it? It's very, very important. Without plot, there cannot be anything. If no plot, no play, drama. Why? Because plot is human activity. Or if you want to separate it slightly, but you cannot do it. Like the two sides of the coin, you cannot have one side of the coin and say this is a coin. No, that's not possible. So like that, plot and activity is same. But plot efficiency is a kind of platform on which the activities take place. So Aristotle is very firm on this point, that plot is the soul of tragedy. Plot is the soul of tragedy. That is an action. That's the point. An action. And he speaks about plot, unity of plots. Plot is very important, and so since plot, there should be unity of plot. Action should not be any external act. That's one thing. Action doesn't mean any external act. Not that. So you take an axe and then you take an axe and then hit at a tree. That is not tragedy. If you say, it's an action, imitation. So, no. It has to be the outward expression of an inward process. That's the thing. So the action should be an outward expression of an inward process. So that means it should be a human being, like you and me, not a God. God doesn't need any inward and outward. And not a subnormal person. The subnormal person, by God's grace we are normal, we think like that. There are abnormal persons, you might have seen. Not their actions. So this is very important to see. The tragic hero should be the actions of a tragic hero. And tragic hero should be a normal man, a rational human being. A rational human being. That's the thing. Not a God. Rational human being. A rational human being. See, like you and me. And this is a process going on. See, before the murder of Duncan, the inward process, you can see. And it is supported by or instigated by Lady Macbeth. Still he is. Once he went and then came back. You know, the hallucination of the dagger and so on. So, a terrible, tumultuous inward process was going on just before the murder of his king. Then the action follows. So, such an action, not just take an axe and hit at a tree, or you hit open a coconut. No, that is not an action worthy of imitation in a tragedy. Is that clear, I think? Yes. So it has to be tragic heroes, and the tragic hero should be illustrious and noble. He should be illustrious and noble. He's a noble man. Like us. He should be like us with flesh and blood, not God, not an angel, not an extraordinary person, not Hercules. How can Hercules meet with the axe? Tragedy. So only humans can meet with the tragedy. So that's the thing. So illustrates a noble person, of rational. He should be a rational person, should have power of thinking, should be able to process ideas in his mind. At the same time, he has got the gift of, we can say, a happy fault. Otherwise there will be no tragedy, and that happy fault is tragic flaw. Tragic flaw. Or what we say, a weakness, an error. An error. That is hamartia. That is in Greek. Hamartia. Some people pronounce it as hamartia. I don't know. When I looked up and checked, the pronunciation is like the hamartia. Hamartia. Okay, if you are familiar with the hamartia, you can keep it. I'm not really bothered about this, because you can, if you can understand it when I say hamartia, it's okay. Or if you say hamartia, if I can understand, it's all for the time being. Hamartia. Hamartia. See, that is tragic flaw. A mistake. Suppose you are a perfect, that's what I said. No human being in this world is perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. So in that case, if you are an absolutely perfect human being, there cannot be any tragedy. That is the point. Everybody has this tragic flaw. I have 5 or 6 tragic flaws. I don't want to reveal that. See that? So you may be having only one, but the tragic hero has one anyhow. You look at the Hamlet, procrastination, postponing things, Macbeth, ambition. We have Othello, credulous. Whatever the other people say, he believes without processing in his mind. So that is. So these are all what we should say. Tragic flaw. You can see in the class, you ask your friend, very close student, he must have at least half a dozen tragic flaws. Yeah. So the action should be of that. See the connection there. There should be a single action. That action is of a person, a normal human being with a rational capacity for thinking. And he should be a normal human being like you and me, not God, not angel, not a giant, or not an absolutely perfect person, a saint. Are there? I don't know whether absolutely perfect. Absolutely, if not, then there will be, if you are not absolutely perfect, there will be some weakness. And that weakness will definitely be an error. And you will definitely commit that error, however noble, however illustrious you are. And the person should be of high rank. Otherwise, how can he fall? See, if you are standing in the 3rd floor, you can fall down. Suppose you are standing on the ground floor, you cannot fall. So tragic fall should be there. Why? Because at the end, there should be fear and the tragic, that is pity and fear. Understand that? If I am standing and I am just falling here, no pity and physically. But if I have got if you find a king and whatever might I am only an ordinary person. So the tragic hero should be illustrious and noble, king, queen, a general. Othello was a general with the British army. Macbeth was king, general and later a king. Hamlet, the prince of Denmark. In Spanish tragedy, it's all about the kings and queens, 2 kingdoms. Dr. Faustus, great scholar. So such people should follow. An ordinary person who appeared for MA for half a dozen times still failed, and then he makes a contract with me, wisdom is to get a pass, who is going to worry about that. But in this case, it's not like that. This Dr. Faustus, the greatest scholar, he has mastered everything, and then he wants to know more. All the subjects he has studied, metaphysics, physics, metaphysics, then what? The astronomy, astrology, everything he has done. Now what he wants is the head of necromancy. So he is going after ambitious, academically ambitious. And science, all right. Of course, more simple. But remember, there is a process, good angel and bad angel. You don't do questions, you don't do questions, you don't do. There is an angel spirit. If you have seen that the drama it is. Understand? So that the process is there. So such a man's fall, that is, such a man's action you have to imitate. Only then it becomes a habit. It's very important. So then we come to action, we come to activities. Activities, that is plot, unity of plot. And Aristotle is very firm on the unity of plot. What is the unity of plot? How to, and from unity of plot you have got unity of time and place. Because unity in Aristotle means limit. Does it mean limit? In Aristotle, unity means unity is equal to limit. So there should be limits, not like some of our serials that you may be watching now. Serials might have started with 50 episodes. Then when they found that it's very popular, what will they do? They will make it 60. More popular, 70, 80, 90, 110, 200. So, the unity of plot, etc., there is a power failure here. The unity of plot, etc., we will discuss tomorrow. Till then, bye.